No, I'm about to go in. Told me that I couldn't do it, but I gotta bring it back, so they're really numb with it. Let's go. Tell me where you're from, where you stay. Now I keep it lit from the coast to the bay. Peace on the right.
If you guys are looking to buy the cheapest and most reliable Madden coins on the market, head over to buymaddencoins.com. They guarantee a 5-minute delivery on all purchases and offer 24/7 customer support. Use code MAZE at checkout for 10% off. Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we got another Weekend League recap. Going to be going over last week's best games of the weekend before we get into the new Weekend League for this week. Before we get into the content, though, as always, we're going to go over the best and the worst comments of the day. The best comment of the day goes to William Coley, who said, "Maze is the CEO of helping people get better by glitching." Now, I don't know if you meant that as a compliment, but I definitely took it as a compliment. CEO, pretty nifty title, so thank you, William. And the worst comment of the day goes to Hot Icy, who said, "I thought you got a concussion or something. Why are you playing Madden, Carson?" This would definitely be a funny comment if you were the first one to make it, but unfortunately, Hot Icy, you were about the 50th person to make it. And apparently, I'm not the only one who gets these types of comments. The following was a graphic that was created by Throne due to the fact that me, Throne, and Chaos, all three Madden Ginger YouTubers, get the Carson Wentz comparison far too often. We have made some additions to the squad. We got 98 overall playoff edition of T.O. We got a new 97 left tackle in Ronnie Staley and a 97 overall center Kevin Maui. I don't know how to say his name. We also got 98 overall Patrick Willis at middle linebacker and 99 overall Champ Bailey. This brings my team up to a 96 overall. I do have a God squad. I know. I'm not no money spent. No need to hide it. I got a God squad. Starting off this game, we're going to be going into the second half. I'm down 14-0. You saw he scored that touchdown at the end of the first half to give him the 14-0 lead. I take a sack starting out the second half, and then he decides to message me. Mole Lake says, "When Toters can't pass." So from there, I knew I was going to have to dot up on this dude's bitch ass to show him what's good. Starting off 3rd and 17, a dot right over his user. Not quick enough, bitch. And we get the first down. Going on to the next play, passing again out of strong close. We got Randy Moss on the corner route, absolutely routed up. I believe that was Deion Sanders with another dot for a big gain. Now we're inside the 16, and from here, motion out, and we got Okoye on the wheel route, and another toasty dot for the touchdown. He was pissed off after this, decided to message me saying, "Bailed, LMAO, triple coverage, OMG, stick to running." I don't know what triple coverage you're looking at, but that was definitely not triple coverage. Anyways, he's getting the ball back now. I'm only down by 7. We get a huge sack right there. Gonna make it a 4th and 11. He decides to go for it. We send some heat off the edge, and this idiot cannot block it, and we get a turnover on downs. Now it is 7-14. Drop him back to pass. Gonna throw a corner route. Another dot to Tony Gonzalez. I thought I couldn't pass, bro. I thought Toters can't pass, but now I'm gonna jam it up his throat. Pause with Eric Dickerson for the touchdown to make it 14-14. He was pissed off after this. Said, "It's honestly sad people like you can half-ass win. Loaded box, I'll run. Triple coverage, I'll throw it. You may be the worst player I've played, and that's fact." Well, Mole Lake, if I'm the worst player you've played, and it's a 14-14 game, you must be pretty god-awful at this game. His ball, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to go in the game. He takes off with Michael Vick. Going to get a big gain here. Get the first down and more. Now he's inside field goal range, and he decides to chew clock and hopefully take his field goal and win. But because this guy is the greatest passer known to mankind, he decides to throw the ball, and he throws an absolute dot right at my Ed Reed, who's going to take it all the way back with 1 minute left for a pick 6 to go up by 7 points. Mole Lake, you are an idiot. If you're chewing clock in the 4th quarter, you should probably run the ball. But that's going to give us a 7-point lead with 1 minute to go. He's got to drive down and get a touchdown. Once again, this dumbass cannot block any of my blitzes. So we get the sack. He runs the exact same play, decides to throw it into triple coverage, and oh my God, Terrell Owens is going to take it all the way for an 84-yard touchdown with 45 seconds left. And this guy has the audacity to say I throw it into triple coverage. Anyways, I get the ball back, and I know I got about 30 seconds to score. No, one timeout. I roll out to the sideline with Vic. Dot on the sideline to Randy Moss. I had the one play touchdown over the top, but I decided to throw the corner route. He ices me, but I do not give a fuck about ice. Clutch field goal to win the game. 24-21 walk-off. This guy was so mad. He said, "LMAO, wager me $1 million after this. I beg you, I'll post a card instantly." I said, "Sure, I'll put it on YouTube." He said, "Deal." I said, "You pay up front because I'm the YouTuber," which is pretty standard. He said, "I don't give a freak." And so I assumed he was going to pay up front. Then he asked me to buy a $1 million or 1 million coin card. So I said, "No, you're going to pay up front." He said, I figured you duck." He said I was ducking the wager, and I was like, "All right, whatever. We're just going to move on from that." We went back and forth for a while, but that dude was pretty ass at the game. I was definitely down to wager 1 million coins. I just didn't want to give a random no-name 1 million coins. So I figured that he was probably just trying to welch me or something like that. So going on to the next game against Icy Bush. This is a top 100 opponent. This guy is usually in top 100. I recognize his name. And starting out the game, we get inside field goal range and got held to 3 points, so it is 3-0. Then he, on his first drive, gets stopped on 4th down, turnover on downs. Then I get put in a 4th down situation, roll out with Michael Vick. Nothing's really open. Playmaker Tony G up and get a nice little playmaker for a pretty big gain. Got a little lucky there. That was pretty close. And then on 2nd and 2 inside the 20-yard line, we throw a dot to Terrell Owens for the touchdown to make it 10-0. So now we're up by 2 possessions. We got to play smart here and not give up 2 possessions lead. We get a sack, going to make it a 3rd and 21. And of course, in Madden 20 fashion, 3rd and 21, he decides to run a stretch and somehow breaks it to the outside and is going to take it for 88 yards. Eric Dickerson going to run all the way down the field, 88 yards on 3rd and 21. I was pretty frustrated there with 2 minutes left in the half. That was not a fun way to give up a touchdown there. 1st and 10 rolling out. I end up throwing it. Not a very good throw, but I had Moss. I forgot I had Moss, so that's why I threw that. We end up getting the field goal right before half. Going to make it 13-7, so we're only up by 6 with 43 seconds left. We took it into the half, but he had the ball to start out the half. Nothing's really open. He throws it right at my Sean T on 3rd and 11. You're going to see right how close we got here. Sean Taylor just, I don't know how he didn't at least break the pass up, but Randy Moss gets the 1st down conversion for my opponent to give him a new set of downs. And then from there, once something bad happens to you in Madden, you know you're going to give up points right after. Like, I feel like he got kind of bailed on that 3rd down, so of course I knew I was immediately going to give up points right after that. So now we're down 1. We were up by 2 possessions. Now we're down 1.
Kobe!
I don't know why I threw this. It was double covered. It was just a terrible read by me. But Patrick Willis is there for him with the user lurk to give him the ball back, and he's a 1-point lead. However, I do think that my defense has been playing pretty well. You see we get another sack right there. We've been getting a lot of sacks, so it's a 3rd and 23. He's dropping back, looking for someone open, throws a corner route. Somehow Champ Bailey gets beat on the corner route. I don't really know how that happened. Champ Bailey is a 99 overall. Little frustrating, but it gives him 3 points. So now it's 17-13. My ball once again. I'm not really getting anything going. It's 1 minute left in the game, and I throw it right at his user. He gets a user lurk and is going to take it back inside my red zone. So he's at the 22-yard line, I believe, and we end up holding him. Use all 3 of our timeouts. He kicks the field goal. So now he's up by a full 7 points, and we have 1 minute left to score, and my offense has been kind of stalling out lately. So we got Michael Vick, though. We're going to make something happen. He's a playmaker. We roll out to the left, avoid the pressure, and look who's downfield on the wheel route. Eric Dickerson. That man has a huge dick, and he scores the tying touchdown for us, 20-20 with 45 seconds left in the half. This dude on 3rd and 10 decides to run the clock all the way down. He's just going to run the ball and take it into overtime. However, because Madden 20 is a bullshit game, somehow Eric Dickerson gets out of that on 3rd and 10 with about 10 seconds left in the game, takes it inside field goal range, and I was so gosh darn mad. This was heartbreaking. He spins out a tackle from Pat Tillman, and then Champ Bailey just lost his game for me. Just whoop. That was actually kind of a user fault, but whatever. I was really pissed off with 10 seconds left. He gets inside field goal range, kicks his game-winning field goal, and that is how we lost the game to Icy Bush. Very frustrating. Next game, going on to the next game, AOC 2024. I guess this guy's hoping Cortez runs for president in 2024. We'll see. I'm starting out with the ball. We get Eric Dickerson going to cut inside and get a nice run. Very fast. Get out of my way. Deion Sanders dives and misses. We take it all the way for a 74-yard touchdown to start out the game. Very nice. This guy, however, did come back and drive all the way down on me. Very surgical drive. He threw a lot of passes that were tight in coverage, but just open enough. Another one right there, barely gets it in there as he drives all the way down the field to me inside the 9-yard line, rolling out with Michael Vick. I almost sack him here, almost get the user lurk, and what the hell happened there? Julio Jones catches it down to the 1-yard line. And at the end of the first quarter, Eric Dickerson just takes a stretch all the way and going to tie the game up at 7-7. Now it is my ball, 3rd and 16. I got Randy Moss. This guy ran commit. I assume it was an accident, but he ran commit, so I got a free touchdown right there to Randy Moss. That was pretty lucky, if I do say so myself, but I will take the points. So now it is 14-7. His ball once again, though, and what I'm having trouble with is defense because this guy is running all over me. Eric Dickerson taking it all the way for another big touchdown, 54 yards, and I just did not have run defense to start against this guy. So I was gonna fix it. I was gonna hopefully try to fix it as the game went on. Big catch right there, big catch right there by Tony Gonzalez to give us the field goal right before half. With about 55 seconds left in the half, though, he's gonna get the ball back and have a chance to score. He's dropping back with Michael Vick, little Eric Dickerson check down right there, and he's gonna take it for a big gain. Mel Blount, I just
totally just could not catch up to Eric Dickerson to make a tackle. He gets all the way down from the 25 to the 23. That's about 52 yards on a little check down route right there. And then right back to Dickerson, who's going to go from the outside and take it for a touchdown. At the end of the half, I was not expecting to give up points, much less a touchdown. I was thinking maybe this guy get a field goal at the end of half. He ends up getting a full touchdown. So now I'm down by 4. Starting off the next half, it's his ball. He throws it right at Champ Bailey, who makes a great play for me, going to get the interception. Take it to 21. Once again, my offense stalls out, and I end up having to take my 3 points. That's pretty killer. Sometimes you need to, punch it in and get the full 7. But my defense is stepping up now. 4th and 7. We got him in another 4th down situation. He's motioning. I think it's because I stopped his run. He was going to have to pass, and we get the block shed sack. Very big, giving us the ball inside the red zone. And then from there, finally, Eric Dickerson taking it up the gut for a touchdown. We did get the 2-point conversion to make it 28-21. So now we have a full touchdown lead, and that is very big because I can give up a touchdown. It's only tied. A master bait right there. Masterful bait. They call me the master baiter because I baited him so masterfully. And we get the ball. However, I took like 3 sacks in a row. I didn't get any yards. Had to punt him the ball back. So with 1:30 left in the game, it's his ball once again. He's still got 2 timeouts and a chance to tie the game up with a touchdown. He throws another terrible read right to Patrick Willis, who got the tip interception, which essentially is going to close the game. It did not actually close out the game. I had to punt him the ball once again. But with 30 seconds left, I'm feeling pretty good about our chances. Throws it to the sideline, and he gets tackled inbounds, which chewed off a lot of clock. He drops back again with about 15 seconds left in the game. Nothing's really open. We get a huge sack, which is essentially going to end it. 1 second left. We're in the prevent defense, and he's just going to throw a Hail Mary here. But he does have, I believe, Randy Moss. So he throws the Hail Mary back the end zone, and we swat it away and get the victory. We do get the victory. That was a close one, and we ended up pulling it out. Kind of came back in that one, too. Now, this last game, before we get into it, I got to say, this was one of the slowest games I have ever played. This guy ran Panther heavy with Lamar Jackson and would just chew. I don't know if he was chewing clock, but it was such a slow offense. He'd motion people over, then motion them back. Then whatever, 4th and 24 on his first drive, we get the stop. As you saw, he was 1 for 4 for 30 yards. Then I get the ball, 3rd and 4. I throw an interception. Bad read by me. I didn't think Ronnie Lott was going to be able to catch up and get there, but he did. So he gets the ball right back, going to return it all the way to his 21, and then it's back to this slow, methodical offense he was doing. I had some pretty good defense for it. He gets intentional grounding there on 3rd and goal. 4th and goal, he's going to have to take his 3 points. He takes his field goal, going to give him a 3-0 lead as we are late in the second quarter. It's my ball once again, and the reason this offense was really good is because it was so slow. Randy Moss gets a big gain right there. That's probably the biggest play all game. But because it was so slow and methodical, I would get impatient on defense, and then when I finally got the ball on offense, I was trying to throw it deep and score really fast just because I was so frustrated with how slow he was moving. 4th and 10, barely gets a check and release there to Tony Gonzalez and ends up converting. That would have been huge right there. And then with 5 seconds left in the half, I don't really remember what happened right here. As the half ends, we get the sack, and going into the second half, I believe is our ball starting off the second half. We immediately get caught in a 4th and 13 situation, and we take a sack and turn the ball over inside field goal range. So this guy, even though his offense wasn't very good, he's already in field goal range. Thankfully, we got some good defense for his offense, and we end up stopping him for a loss on 1st down. Now it's 2nd down. We stop him for another loss, get a sack, and then 3rd and goal, he did not convert. So 4th and goal, he's taking his 3 points. Once again, another field goal. No touchdowns have been scored in this game, and we are in the 4th quarter. My ball once again, I'm down by 3, and as you can see, like I said, I'm impatient. I start just going deep. I throw it up once again to Randy Moss, who is just not quite fast enough. Ronnie Lott is able to get there. He gets the user pick, and that was frustrating because I knew all I needed was a field goal, and now I'm going to let him return it all the way back, almost to midfield. Now it's back to his slow offense. I'm going to have to play some defense right here. As he drops back, we get some pretty good pressure on him and get a big sack. Going to make it a 2nd and 26. Dropping back once again, he rolls out. Nothing is quite open. He throws another check and release to Tony Gonzalez late, which gets him almost back almost got him a 1st down, but he ended up getting the 1st down on the 3rd down. So now it is 2nd and 9 inside the 20-yard line. 150 left in the game. I cannot give up a touchdown here. If I give up a touchdown, I knew it's going to be game over. 3rd and 10, we get a huge 20-yard sack. Going to make it a long field goal. He goes for the field goal and misses. I don't know why if it was a bad kick or what, but now we got 55 seconds, no timeouts, and I'm going to just run the ball. I need about 10 yards to get in field goal range, and so I'm going to hurry up. and just run the ball a few times to get there. Now we are officially in field goal range as I hurry up once again, spike the ball. You see, with no timeouts, I'm just basically running a couple run plays, spiking it. We go up the gut once again, get a solid gain. At this point, I'm just looking to make the field goal easier because I know I can beat this guy in overtime. So third down, we are going to be running the ball, the exact same run play we just did. We get the first down, and now we're going to go hurry up and spike the ball once again. As we do that, we're going to stop the clock with about 15 seconds left. And like I said, for here, I was just pretty much going for an easier field goal. And so I ran this stretch play to the outside with 15 seconds left. We got great blocking, and Dickerson is fast enough with his X factor to get to the outside, and we scored the game-winning touchdown, the only touchdown of the game as time was running down. You guys look, I had 97 yards of total offense. He had 113 yards. We had under 200 total yards of offense. If that doesn't tell you that's a slow game, then I don't know what will. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. We got another weekend league coming up right now. I'm going to start playing it actually after I upload this, and there will be more videos coming for this next weekend. If you guys would rather me do more videos on the weekend league, like show more games and like full games, let me know. I can do that. Also, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll be seeing you guys in the next one.